Revitalization of Rainfed Agriculture Network. Vasan is heading this network, and it kind of explains where the network is at the moment. So this diagram is also undergoing constant change, and I think that is what the advantage of a network is, that the representation of the network is also slowly evolving, changing. And I know I don't have all those versions, but there are at least 10 versions of this representation over the last three years. So at the moment, there is, it works on this simple principle that there's something like a core team, a set of people who are committed, a set of people who almost informally are the trust, the core trust of the network. Then there are partnerships, there is collaboration, there are individual expertise or knowledge centers or nodes, we've called them nodes, who do their work as a part of this network, but who also do work independent of the network. Even if they are working independent of the network in terms of, say, the funding that they receive, a lot of that work is also flowing into the revitalization of Rainfed Agriculture Network as a part of a knowledge input. So those are partnerships. Then there's an inner core, there are formal partnerships changing, there is an outer core of collaboration with the government, with various people, and then there's a set of individual institutions who are interested in what the RRA is doing, what the network is doing, who are not necessarily a part of the entire network in the sense of formally on a day-to-day basis. So if you look at this part, the intensity of engagement with the network is at 4 levels. So one is what the core group has almost on a day-to-day, month-to-month basis. They have meetings, they have Skypes, they talk about, so the core group again has 2 functions. One is to provide a kind of strategic leadership to the network. The second is to also provide the overarching governance system. And I think we just sort of last month in Hyderabad itself, we went through this workshop where the core group was actually split into 2 and given responsibilities of some people would look at the governance part, some people would focus on the strategic leadership part. The second level of engagement is the partnership, what's happening on the ground. As Ram was explaining, we have tried to bring in these 7, 8 knowledge nodes into some kind of a formal program. These are called comprehensive pilots. So working at scale on 15 to 20,000 hectares, all the work is piggybacked on a government program. So like Vasan is implementing a couple of programs. One of the programs is the Indira Jal Pravah program. The other program is something like a watershed program. So RRA's work actually forms a very critical investment, something like a knowledge investment which feeds into a government program, or which is included into a government program. So that's partnership. The third level is collaboration on specific issues. So collaboration may mean even in terms of, say, communicating or developing a communication strategy. Collaboration is also with the government, with other NGOs. And then there is the outer circle, which is the networking. So I thought I'd just explain what the RRA network is. It's a process that is constantly in motion. This gets modified, this gets this thing. There are core values, so I won't go into that. That's how it's defined at the moment in terms of specific entities or individuals or names. So I thought I'd just sort of present this to you. I got up Ravindra yesterday and I said I'd sort of present this. So this will give you a sense of what the RRA network is. And I think we'd like to now actually come back. So Ram, if you could please take a seat. We'd like to come back with 2 basic parts for the remaining till lunch. So we have about an hour and a half. Specific questions to Ram. One, we'll take those in the next 15 minutes, and then I'd like to come back to what we discussed yesterday evening in trying to develop broad contours of almost an agenda on the arsenic network.